Low frames this season? Lagging or stuttering? Well, stick around. Just to let you guys know, this video is only going to show you in-game Fortnite settings. Stay tuned and I will be making more Windows 10 or Windows 11 tweaks for more FPS. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. And starting off with the first setting, window mode. So guys, 95% of the time you should stick with full screen, right? Only exception would be windowed full screen or even windowed. It just depends because some people prefer using dual monitors, so obviously getting back and forth between two monitors is going to be a pain in full screen. Second setting, let's keep it nice and simple, okay guys? Stick with your native monitor resolution. Let me briefly explain, right? So Epic Games, right, they've provided us with a 3D resolution slider, right? And that basically controls of how many pixels are displayed onto your screen, right? So if your PC is struggling to run 2K, such as mine, well, it doesn't really struggle, but assuming so, instead of downgrading to 1080p resolution, keep it at 2K and drag the 3D slider down, and me at 75% is equivalent to 1080p anyway. By changing a resolution here, it affects your sensitivity. Okay guys, this is a no-brainer. VSync off always, alright? You do not want this setting on for any reason. It just destroys your FPS. If you really want to avoid screen tearing, use your monitor's built-in, G-Sync or FreeSync. It's just better, guys. Don't waste your time with this. Keep this off. Nice and simple. One more step over your refresh rate of your monitors, right? Reduces input lag, keeps the gameplay smooth. Now this is where things get a bit hard, right? So there are three options for rendering mode, right? DirectX 11, performance mode, and DirectX 12. Simple rule to keep in mind, but typically older GPUs tend to run DirectX 11 better, and newer GPUs, the RTX lineup, work better with DirectX 12. So let's start with performance mode. So as I mentioned earlier, 3D resolutions correlates to your resolution up here. So play around with it and see how much of a FPS boost you have. Don't bother with this, skip it. View distance, either medium or far, because with near it's very difficult to figure out what items are, and epic, it kinda puts a lot of stress on your GPU, especially if your GPU isn't the greatest. So in my opinion, medium and far. Experiment and find out. Textures and meshes, I'd say keep it low. Just keep it low, no reason to keep it high. Another setting you want to turn off is in game. So scroll down to replays and turn these four settings off. It's just using resources in the background to record your replays. Before I move on to DirectX 12, if you guys want a more in-depth video on all settings within Fortnite and how to optimize your binds for controller or keyboard, drop a like, let me know in the comments and I will upload a video. Okay guys, I'm back with DirectX 12 running now. So as you can see, everything remains the same up here. And then once we scroll down to graphics quality, you can see there's a big change with more settings. So starting from the top, okay, starting with anti-aliasing. If you guys have a graphics card which is NVIDIA Deep Learning Super Sampling, simple as that, you get the best quality with the best performance. However, if you guys have an AMD graphics card, I'd say experiment with both settings deep learning and off and see what gives you best results, because personally I've never tried. However, if you do have a graphics card from Nvidia and you do have the deep learning super sampling turned on, stick with performance mode, and that will basically just control your 3D res. Dynamic 3D resolution, you can leave this off, it's just part of the ray tracing. Same with this setting here. Shadows off. Global and reflections, again, is part of ray tracing. You want these settings off. View distance, medium or far. Textures, low. Effects, keep it low as well. Post processing, just keep it low. And obviously hardware ray tracing, we don't need that. Turn it off, guys. Use GPU crash debugging, you want the settings off. Latency markers, you want the setting off as well. And Nvidia's reflex low latency, ideally you want this on boost. This is a little secret for the guys who've actually stayed and watched the video. Another little secret tip to increase frames and reduce input lag in game. And this setting is actually outside of Fortnite. So you want to go to Epic Games and click on 3 dots. Go to options. Unless you play Fortnite Save the World, untick this. High resolution textures, untick it. You will get increased frames and you will save on storage, and boot up times for the game will increase. Pre-download stream assets, you want this ticked. To keep it simple, pre-download stream assets downloads all the skins in the game, because if you have this unticked during gameplay, your PC is constantly downloading the skin to render onto your screen, and that requires a lot of bandwidth, which of course your ping will start increasing. So to avoid that, you can sacrifice a bit of storage, it's not too much in my opinion, and increase frames and have lower latency and lower ping. Click apply and changes shall be made on Fortnite. That's the end of the video. I will be uploading more videos on how to optimize your Windows for more FPS in games, and I will be doing specific games and more optimizations, so stick by for that. Subscribe and let me know in the comments what other videos you want to see in the future.